Good afternoon. My name is Scott Rudd, the Chief Strategic Officer at T3Live.com. Welcome to today's recap and look ahead.
观众朋友，大家好，欢迎收看今天的直击美股，我是主持人赵冰晶，在纽约向您问好。昨天出乎意料的 ，OPEC 成员国在8年以来首度达成了减产协议，促使油价大涨了4%。而这一波涨势并没有戛然而止，今天2桶油、WTI 原油期货以及布伦特原油期货又上涨了1%。目前呢，布油的报价已经逼近了50美元大关。虽然 OPEC 出乎意料的减产，但是并没有改变华尔街看跌油价的悲观情绪。华尔街普遍认为，以 OPEC 成员国拖拖拉拉的态度呢，即便是达成了11月份减产的分配任务，但是最终能否执行还是未知数。Scott, today we started with two huge stories about Deutsche Bank and Wells Fargo. Deutsche Bank was down more than 6%, dragged down the financials and the Dow Jones. I wonder for Deutsche Bank, if the German government doesn't rescue it, will become a Lehman Brothers #2?
It could be. You know, there's no bounce there, and there's definitely counterparty risk, and there's definitely footsteps of what transpired here. That's why you saw volatility pick up in our markets. So, you know, we've been talking about Deutsche Bank, and it feels like it was already priced in, but you know, our markets are still 2% off all-time highs, so how priced in would be some kind of, you know, bigger event based on Deutsche Bank. So anyway, you go to the S&P cash, and, you know, all in all, we're still, you know, hanging in there. But the bears would say that you have a pretty, you know, ominous pattern here. Two things. One, now you have this ascending channel that if it were to break below this to the downside, that could raise volatility. You go a little closer up, and there is some kind of head and shoulders pattern in here that is sloppy, but the computers make things very sloppy. And what does that look like? You have this left shoulder here, you have this kind of headish there, and then you have you know, this right shoulder. Okay, so some think that this could be the neckline right here. Some think that the 20, you know, this 2120 or 19 could be, and all in all, you know, there's bigger support here. So at this point, very choppy and sloppy in here.
而在经济数据方面，我们看到今天美国2季度的 GDP 中值上修为1.4%，主要的原因是消费支出的强劲增长。For Wells Fargo, this big guy behind Wells Fargo, Warren Buffett, he said he doesn't expect any major changes at Wells Fargo. Is that good or bad for the stock?
You know, he's given a false sense of security in a lot of names. Granted, he's one of the most successful guys out there, and I love him to death, but I wouldn't, you know, do what he's doing in Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo at this point is on the hot seat. It's coming a lot. It made a new low today. Thank goodness, like we just told you about with Deutsche Bank, when things are below the 200-day, which it was right here, we do not sit in them. Okay, below the 8 and 21-day, they're not a trade. Below the 200-day, they're not an investment. So kind of knew what was going on here. It was showing relative weakness. At least it didn't happen up here. It happened down there. And at this point, it's coming into some big support where it broke below.
而在就业数据方面，周四例行公布的申请失业金的人数为25.4万人次，同样好于预期。一直以来，消费和就业就是联储非常看重的两样加息的标准。今天，亚特兰大主席表示，虽然美国经济还没有达到联储的双重标准，但是已经距离不远了。Oil continued a big rally today. Goldman Sachs said this OPEC deal, which we had for the very first time during the past 8 years, could add $10 more to the oil price. And today we saw some nice moves with the big oil names: ExxonMobil, BP, Chevron, Shell. What are your top picks for the energy sector?
Well, I think the top pick was getting long yesterday. You know, the news came out, you had an engulfing bar, a lot of traders were buying the XLE, they were buying oil, and today you got a second day. And then we closed a little off the highs, so I think at this point you got to wait and see, because there's still no, you know, it's not exact that it's going to happen, or it's not, you know, the specifics aren't there. But at this point, it's above the 200-day, so there's some institutional support. As an active trader, though, you know what, you have a little bit of a doji now, so I would say if you were trading for fast money in the oil pit, you had your huge move here, and now you have a doji, so the market's not exactly sure. Let the XLE hold and go sideways and show commitment to this big move, and then maybe we'll get another. But at this point, let's see some specifics on the deal versus just jawboning, which is what OPEC's been doing since, I don't know, since months and months ago.
Samsung phone got the battery exploded. It kind of add value to Apple stock price. Now it's giving back. Apple stock was not happy, and neither was the Nasdaq.
Exactly. So, you know, I was long Apple yesterday, and in the morning it was strong, and then for some reason when the market rallied, it didn't, so it showed relative weakness. I got out of the way. I didn't touch Apple all day today, thank goodness, because it was weak. All in all, I wouldn't say it's done and it's broken, but if you're playing it for upside out of a bull-type flag, right now, it's not the case. If you think it's going to hold a 21-day, you know what, that's your stop. But it's had a pretty sizable move since this double bottom down here, and I think this is very big, you know, support. I would be flat Apple and then see if it gets to here and maybe get a red dog reversal. It's trying to prove it could hold higher, and at this point.
All right, that's what we have today.
Yes, and we'll have more every single day starting next week.